Welcome back to HB Unfiltered Sports Talk. I'm joined by the Stiff Brownie, the intern, and yours truly, the Dirtbag. Today's show is brought to you by J3 Supply Group for your hose and fitting specialist, and also Aloha Grill and OC Boardroom and First Class Pizza. Thank you so much for being our sponsors. And remember to go to our website, www.HB Unfiltered Sports Talk, and remember to go to our merchandise, check it out. There's a lot of great things on there for you to buy. But now we're going to have to go to our intern for the weekend in sports history.
Yeah, so for this week in sports history, 1934, the Chicago Bears beat Detroit in the first NFL game broadcast nationally. 1960, Gordie Howe becomes the first NHLer to score 1,000 points. In 1966, we had the highest scoring NFL game. The Washington Redskins defeat the Giants 72-41, and we almost beat that a few weeks ago with the Dolphins, but that did not happen. 67, Philadelphia center Wilt Chamberlain scores 52 points in the 76ers win over Seattle. He sets an NBA record for 22 free throw misses. 1976, New York Yankees signed free agent Reggie Jackson to a 5-year contract. 87, Joe Montana of the San Francisco 49ers completes an NFL record of 22 consecutive passes. And in 1991, the reigning U.S. Open champion Payne Stewart wins only one hole, but claims the skins game at La Quinta and sets record in the process. A 3-foot birdie putt at the 14th hole earns 8 skins worth $260,000. He has the record for the most money won on one hole. And in 1993, the NFL announces the 30th franchise, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Awesome. The one that just hit me just now is the Payne Stewart. That guy was such a great golfer and spokesman for the sport, and to die early in that plane crash, it just brought all those bad memories back. Damn, Payne Stewart. He's the guy that wore the knickers.
He was wearing the DeChambeau hat before DeChambeau was even alive.
That's right, DuChambeau, by the way. DuChambeau. All right, we're gonna start talking about the NFL. That game the other night, the Bears, man. How the Bears beat the Vikings.
That was literally the
man.
worst game I literally have ever seen in the history of the NFL games.
Yep.
I missed everything on that. I had it teased up and teased down to the over. I figured both teams would score some points, and instead I got two monkeys humping a football, basically.
Oh, wow.
That was just ridiculous, man. I mean, they're exchanging field goals back and forth, 4 and outs. I was like, what was it? Was it 3-3 at halftime or 6-3? It was just brutal.
Yeah, every time the Vikings moved the ball and got in position to score at least a field goal, they would turn the ball over and turn into a tip drill.
Yeah, I was like sitting there and I'm like, this is fucking a great way to start off a Monday.
Yeah.
Owing my bookie money on a Monday. And a lot.
And watching the Raiders get up 14-0 on the Chiefs just to get blown out.
Yep.
That was awesome.
Yep. Well, I can tell you this. I like a lot of games this week.
Okay. What do you got?
Like I said, we like the teasers. We're not playing straight up football anymore because, let's face it, the No Fun League rigs games.
Yeah.
So I absolutely love on Thursday night. I like Dallas -2 at home against Seattle. That's teasing it down.
Yeah.
Okay, because
like
it's at 9 right now, 7-point teaser. Round robin these if you want to. I'm going to give you a couple to do. The next one is on Sunday is Tennessee at home +6 against Indianapolis. The next one is Miami -2.5 at Washington. I like Houston at home +3.5 facing Denver. I also like Tampa Bay +1.5 at home playing Carolina. And then the last one is a Monday night game, so if you don't want to play it, I totally understand. It's Jacksonville -1.5 at home playing Cincinnati.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I do too.
Jake Browning's not that good.
No, and I'm bummed that it's on a Monday because I really like to clean house on my bookie on Sunday and then be like, pay me, and now I got to wait till Monday,
right?
Which means it goes the following week.
Right.
I hate that kind of stuff. But one game that does intrigue me a little bit, I think because it's the two best teams in the NFC, Philly's at home versus San Francisco, and they're getting 3 points.
What a game.
So you tease that up to 10, maybe maybe tease it to the over. I'm not saying take it. It's not on my hot list, but it's definitely intriguing, no doubt.
That is that's the game of the year for sure in the NFC. That could possibly be, unless Dallas can step up, which they haven't in the past in the playoffs. But that's going to be the NFC Championship game, don't you think?
I believe so. Yes.
Philadelphia, San Francisco.
I took a futures on both of those at the beginning of the season
So
to
did
make
I.
it to not only the NFC Championship game, but to possibly win the Super Bowl.
I took San Francisco to win the Super Bowl. As long as the injuries, once again, as long as nobody gets hurt. Like if they lose Debo or McCaffrey or Kittles, then they're done, or a Bosa.
Let me segue real quick into something that I saw this week, a video that was on Instagram. This guy was showing the emblem for the Super Bowl for like the last 2 years. And each half of the Super Bowl logo had a certain color to it, right?
Okay.
The last 2 years, they've literally said the teams that are going to be playing in the Super Bowl. And then this year it's red and it's purple. So they're saying 49ers versus the Baltimore Ravens. The guy that brought this to the attention, like I saw the video, I follow the guy. I can't tell you what his name is.
I can totally see that.
But the last two seasons, they called the two teams that were going to the Super Bowl based on the colors of the emblem of the Super Bowl.
Now is it like north south or is it east west on
It's like diagonal. So like this is purple down here and this happens to be red up there. And it doesn't differentiate.
I'm trying to take it further. Does it give away the winner?
No, I don't know about that.
Now we have to go back and.
These are just the two teams that he's saying. So this one, like 1 year, Kansas City and Philadelphia Eagles, right? So it was like one corner was red and the other corner was green.
Yeah. What I'm saying is let's go back and look at those patches, and if they're both the same for the winner on each side of the patch, let's go with that side of the patch.
This particular gentleman just picked up the last 2 years, and so he's saying, put some money right now on the 49ers versus the Baltimore
Well, that'd be a rematch. They played in the Super Bowl before. The Harbaugh Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Jim Harbaugh versus John Harbaugh.
Yeah.
And that's when
back a few years.
It was in New Orleans, and the lights went out during the game. And you know who was quarterback of the Niners, right?
It was Kaepernick, wasn't it?
It was good boy Kaepernick. Yeah. Kneel down, Kaepernick.
All right. Well, let's not get on that.
No, it was just interesting. That's an interesting point. Like I'm glad to hear that because I put money on the 49ers to win it all.
I'm going to Vegas this weekend. I'm gonna see what the futures are on both those teams.
Baltimore's tough.
Yeah. So, anyways, why don't we get into these great games that are going to be taking place on Saturday?
Yes.
We call it college football championships.
Yes. Okay. Before we start talking
conference championships.
Before we start talking about this, I have to bring up the Alabama-Auburn game.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully, people out there, you watch this game.
Great game.
And I'm telling you right now, Hugh Freeze and his whole staff should be fired. The Alabama had a 1% chance of winning this game. It was 4th and 32 and goal. Fourth and goal, 32 yards away.
And they just sacked the Alabama quarterback twice.
Yes, and this guy panics. Milroy, what's his name? Yeah, Jalen. He panics. So you know what I would do? I would rush. I would blitz. I don't understand why these guys play this prevent defense bullshit. That always fucks up. They lose. The guy was standing there.
Wait, and they only rushed 2 guys? Is that what you're telling me?
Alabama had 3 guys blocking one guy and 3 guys blocking another guy. These 2 guys had no chance to even touch his jersey. So he was standing back there. 10 seconds goes by, and he throws a dart in the corner, and they win.
And I watched that game. It was a beautiful pass.
Dude, it was a beautiful pass.
It was in a spot where no one was.
Why are you letting him sit back, get into it, throw? No rushing. I'm rushing 7, and I'm getting the ball out of his hand within 2 seconds. Good luck completing a 5-yard pass and taking it to the next 28 yards.
Sounds like the Los Angeles Chargers should hire that defensive coordinator as like their head coach.
I thought Grinch, after he got fired from SC, flew into Auburn to be their D coordinator because that would have been exactly what he would have called. A stupid play call, no pressure. Just let him sit back there. Any quarterback can pick you apart. All right, let's move on.
Let's get into these games.
That was sad. War Eagle, damn you.
War Eagle, yep.
All right, let's. Oh, and I can't believe Auburn the week before they got smoked by New Mexico State. That was supposed to be their easy game. You know where you like Alabama played Chattanooga. And,
the cupcake game.
You know, Florida plays like Monroe from Louisiana.
Auburn always has this like one team that is like they pay the players just right, and they get this one team together every token like 7 or 10 years, and I'm waiting for that to come around. Last time it was with Cam Newton. And,
I just couldn't believe that. All right, first game, this Oregon-Washington game.
Oh, love this game.
Oregon's favored by 9.5. Washington's a higher seed, but I'm telling you, I think Oregon covers this.
They've
been playing awesome.
I absolutely love Oregon covering the 9.5, and I also love over 66 points. This is going to be a shootout.
Yeah, it is.
Even though Oregon plays a lot better defense than Washington, it's going to be a blood. I have it going over by like 15 points.
You literally have the number one. Bo Nix will win the Heisman, and Penix will finish second or third in the Heisman voting. These two quarterbacks have been great all year. Oregon barely lost at Washington, but they're rolling right now. They're crushing. Not only do I think Oregon wins this game, I think they make it into the Final Four, and I think they take the title.
Are you calling it?
I'm calling it.
All right.
The Ducks are going to win the whole thing.
Let's see what I might put a future on that then too.
Yeah, because I saw the patch of the NCAA, and the colors were green and yellow. Green and yellow.
What's the next game?
All right, Oklahoma State. I don't even know how this team even wins, but they're playing Texas.
Disconnected. Ready to connect.
Yeah, don't worry about that. We got an instigator. All right, Oklahoma State University versus Texas. What's the line on that, Stiffy?
Right now it's 15.5. I don't like it at all. If I was gonna take it, I'd take Oklahoma State. But what I really like is the over 55 points.
Yeah, I like the over in that game.
Because Oklahoma State can always has offense, and so does Texas.
Yeah, Texas is going to have an outside chance to make the Final Four. So we'll see, but
it's going to come down to that Bama Georgia game, right?
They need to cover the 15 to get some writers to vote for them on that one.
I totally understand.
All right, now let's go to the SEC one. Georgia, Alabama. Alabama lucked out at Auburn, but I'm calling this one. I don't think Georgia's that good. I think Alabama's going to beat Georgia.
Well, the line right now is Georgia minus 5.5, so that's like. It's a little bit more than a pick 'em, but it's not a lot of confidence.
Yeah, I'm taking Alabama, and then Alabama's going to make the Final Four.
I absolutely love the over 54.5. I have this over somewhere in 70 range, so I love the over in this game.
Yeah, they're both going to score for sure. All right, Michigan, Iowa. I don't even know how they're ranked 17th. They're not that good. They're using their third-string quarterback, who's overweight. Looks like he should be playing on the line. They don't score a lot. Their defense is good, but Michigan has a great offense.
The line right now is 21.5. I think that's too many points.
Yeah.
And I'm very scared about the over, but what my projections have the over by about 14 points.
What is the over?
The over is 35 points.
Oh my God.
I think Michigan can score 28 itself.
I'm going Michigan in the over if you can. Okay. I don't even know if you can place that bet because it's like a correlation bet.
Correct.
So I don't even know if you can do that, but if you can, I would lay that.
Anytime the spread is like 3 touchdowns compared to whatever the over is, like I guess a 5. It's 5 touchdowns, 35, right. But anytime it's like that big of a variance between the total and what the spread is, they call it a correlated game, and you're no longer allowed to parlay it or teaser it.
Okay. All right. In our last game that we got to talk about, Louisville, who just lost a tough game at home against Kentucky. That was the 5th time Kentucky has beaten Louisville in a row.
Louisville absolutely crushed me this weekend. I had it teased down to 1 every single which way I could, with pro games even.
Yeah, Louisville should have won at home, but they end up losing. But I think they come back and beat Florida State. Florida State's using their backup quarterback. They lost Travis for the year. Poor kid broke his leg in the previous game, which stinks because Florida State would have had a chance to maybe win the whole thing. But now I see them losing to Louisville and possibly missing the Final Four.
I absolutely love the over in this game. It's at 47.5 currently. I would tell everybody and their brother to take this now before Saturday because people will be chasing their money. It is a late game. It's at 5 p.m., so that's even more of a reason why people are going to be chasing their money. But the games that we didn't talk about, I like Liberty over 56. I like the Toledo game over 44. I absolutely love SMU plus 3.5. I cannot believe that they're getting points.
Oh, you know why? Because Stone, he got hurt. Their quarterback.
Oh, okay.
They're going with a backup, so that's why the line's not as high. Stone was their star quarterback, and he broke his leg last week.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense then. And I love the over in that game at 47. And then the last game, which most people don't know about, is Troy. That game is, I think it's Troy and Appalachian State. That's going to have a ton of scoring in it. I've got that going way over, so over 52.5.
The Troy Trojans are better than USC Trojans.
Yeah.
And Troy, out of Alabama, they're really good.
Yeah, and they score, and Appalachian State scores, so get some money.
And how has Liberty become a force?
They're good every year.
Do you even know where Liberty is?
I want to say it's in Massachusetts.
You are wrong. Intern, would you like to take a shot at this, where Liberty University is?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, you are very close. It's in Virginia.
All right, nice.
Yeah, so we all know where Liberty is now. Liberty.
Hey, let's make some money this weekend. That's what I'm going to Vegas to do. I gave you guys that. We've given you everything you need to know. Tease the pro games. Take the college games straight up. Tease them as well. Whatever you want to do. I think there's going to be a lot of scoring this weekend. So I love the overs in pretty much every single game.
And we would talk about the NBA, but the Lakers just got beat by 44 by the Sixers, so we're not going to talk about it.
CCP, Bron, you can suck it.
We're going to pass.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy holidays.